Hello, I'm Dick Marshall. Um, my wife and I have been members of the board of directors for Cabpro for several years. Um, at this moment, Tina, my wife, is behind the camera, otherwise she would be right here with me. The current situation is what I want to address, and for Cabpro, the current situation with it. It really saddens us and hurts us to the core because many people, along with us and before us, have worked very hard to see Cabpro become a voice in the community for sensibility in the county, state, and the country. At issue here, when Tina and I moved to Minnesota, we did so with the understanding that we would work to establish a Cabpro type organization here in Minnesota. That is in the works as we speak. It has been the goal of Cabpro for many years to move beyond the boundaries of Nevada County, and this effort has been embraced by the boards of directors, several boards of directors, and we realize that this is necessary for Cabpro to grow and remain relevant. However, on September 1st, 2013, 3 members of the board submitted their resignations in writing, and these resignations were accepted. For what reason, I do not know. There is no provision, however, in the bylaws of Cabpro for a board member to self-reinstate himself or herself. There is no provision for self-reinstatement. None. 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 The only caveat to that, which doesn't apply in this case in the bylaws, is that a director cannot resign if such registration leaves the corporation without directors. This is not the case here, as Tina and I were still on board when these resignations took place, and had maintained our communications through telephone and the email with the executive director, and we have done that since we moved. As a result of the resignations, we approved immediately Chuck Shea as the chair of the board, whose duties included those of the executive director. Subsequently, we brought on board as a board of director Mr. Tom Forsyth, making it a board of 4. These actions maintained the board of directors within what the bylaws required. It is important to understand here at this point, and I want to make it very, very clear how important it is, that the resigned person's resignations are rock solid and valid as of September 1st. They have taken, or I'm sorry, the bylaws, Tom, you're going to have to edit this. It's important to understand that there are, Tom, I'm going crazy here. No, just leave it run. It is important to understand that the 3 resigned persons' resignations, it is important, I'm going to start all over again, this is going nuts. It is important to understand that the resignations of these 3 persons are rock solid as of September 1st, 2013, and that any actions they have taken or continue to take are invalid. Today, I received info that these 3 have called a meeting of the members to vote on new directors or any other matter they wish to vote on. This meeting, according to the bylaws, is not valid as it requires 35 days after the requested meeting to be held. This has not been done. And, you know, if you want to go to the bylaws, the board of directors has to designate voting members, and there has never been voting members in Cabpro other than the board of directors. So, as an aside here, two of the three resigned, had requested, Tom, here we go again. As an aside here, two of the three who resigned had requested to resign on at least two prior occasions, but were prevailed upon by the board to remain. Why they want to do that now, I don't understand. It's beyond me. So, where are we now? We have attempted to resolve this in spite of all of that, in spite of the resignations, and in spite of everything that's been said. We have attempted to, on our side at least, to make resolution. Mr. Shea has offered to resign at least on two occasions early in the conflict. He was not taken up on his offer, and instead the three board members resigned. And I personally wrote a letter to the three in October explaining what I saw as the solutions, what I saw as the issues, and included in that letter, upon certain criteria being met, my resignation and my wife's resignation. I received absolutely no response to that. Instead, I was informed, both my wife and I were informed, that we were no longer board members since we lived out of state and had missed meetings. As a note here, all meetings that were held on Monday at 3 o'clock were working meetings, and none of which were corporate board meetings. The last corporate board meeting was in December of 2012, and we just recently had one this month between Chuck Shea, my wife, myself, and Tom Forsyth via a conference call. And as a final offer, Mr. Shea offered on November 9th to offered three resolutions, one of which included our resigning, one of them included their verifying their resignations. These offers were summarily dismissed with the statement that they would do it their own way, period. Finally, as the attorneys worked it out, we recently had an agreement. We had an agreement that was beneficial to Cabpro. It was beneficial to all of the
participants.
All of the participants. Recently, Tom, I'm going to start again. Recently, we had an agreement on the table that protected everyone, hurt no one, and it was accepted by everybody as the two attorneys worked it out. We were ready to sign. I was ready to sign. Tina was ready to sign. Mr. Forsyth was ready to sign. Mr. Shea was ready to sign. And all of a sudden they balked and refused to sign what they had agreed upon prior. So there it is. My wife and I have served Nevada County in many capacities for over 20 years. And never has our integrity or honesty been questioned until now. These attacks on our character and honesty are hurtful and unnecessary. And especially when these attacks or these statements made have come from those that we considered our friends. However, in light of all this, it is our resolve to remain committed to saving the nation, one county at a time. And with that, I want to thank you for watching and letting me tell our side of the story from here, from Minnesota, where we still have 1 foot of snow on the ground. So I want to thank you for that. God bless you all. We remain friends with Nevada County, and God bless America. Thank you so much for watching.